Hi to all, welcome to my class number 3 of chapter 10 circles. Today I am going to discuss exercise 10.2. So far we discussed 3 questions from that exercise in the last class. Now let us go for the question 4. The question number 4 is prove that the tangents drawn at the end of a diameter of a circle are parallel. Here are two lines intersected by a transversal, making an alternate interior angle 61 degree and 70 degree. These two angles are alternate interior angles. Now, if the angles becomes equal, what happened to the line? You can see these lines are parallel. So, when alternate interior angles are equal, you can say lines are parallel. Now let us solve this question. Here we have given that AB is the diameter of a circle, PQ and RS are drawn at the points A and B respectively. We have to prove PQ is parallel to RS. Here OB is the radius and RS is the tangent. So we can write OB is perpendicular to RS. Why? You know that the radius is tangent is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So we can write since the tangent is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact, angle OBP is equal to angle OBS. Similarly, OA is the radius and PQ is the tangent. So you can write angle OAP is equal to angle OAQ is equal to 90 degree. It can be observed that angle OBR is equal to angle OAQ. Similarly, OBS is equal to OAP. Now look at the figure. OBR and OAQ both are alternate interior angles and they are equal. If alternate interior angles are equal, you can say lines are parallel. So we can write since alternate interior angles are equal, lines PQ and RS will be parallel. Hence it is proved. Next question is prove that the perpendicular at a point of contact to a tangent to a circle pass through the center. Let AB be a tangent to a circle with center O which it touches the circle at P. We have to prove that the line perpendicular to AB at P pass through the center O. That is, if you draw a perpendicular through P, it will pass through O. That we have to prove. This we can prove by a method of contradiction. Let us assume that the perpendicular to AB does not pass through the center O. Let it pass through another point O dash. Join OP and O dash. OP and O dash P. Here we assumed that O dash P, the perpendicular through P pass through O dash. That means O dash PB should be 90 degree because it is a perpendicular. So we can write as perpendicular AB at P pass through O dash. Therefore, O dash PB is equal to 90 degree. This we can take it as equation 1. But what about angle OPB? OP is the radius and AB is the tangent. So we know that tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So we can write angle OPB is equal to 90 degree. That is, tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Let us take it as 2. From 1 and 2 we can write, so we can write from 1 and 2 we get angle O dash PB is equal to angle OPB. Now let us look at the figure. What about angle O dash PB and OPB? O dash PB is not equal to OPB, but O dash PB is less than OPB. This angle is less than angle OPB. So we can write from the figure angle O dash PB less than angle OPB. Let it be equation 4. Now, is angle O dash PB possible to be equal to angle OPB? It is not. So we can write angle O dash PB equal to angle OPB, that is equation number 3, is not possible. Now, when will it be possible? It is only possible when O dash P coincides with the OP. That means both lines are coinciding. Then only both angles will be equal. Therefore, the perpendicular to AB through P passing through the center O. Here is the question number 6. The length of a tangent from a point A at a distance 5 cm from the center of the circle is 4 cm. Find the radius of the circle. Let us draw the figure. Let O be the center and AP be the length of the tangent. Length of the tangent is given as 4 cm and the distance from center to the point A is given as 5 cm. You have to write, find out OP. You can here OP is perpendicular to AP. Tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So in right triangle OPA, by using Pythagoras theorem you can find out the length of OP. Here is the question number 7. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Let us draw the figure. Here the circle with the two concentric circles are drawn with the center O. AB is the chord of the larger circle. Let it touch the smaller circle at P. So you can write OP is equal to 3 cm because it is radius. OA is equal to 5 cm. You know OP is perpendicular to AB. Radius is perpendicular to tangent. So from right triangle OPA you can find out the length of AP. And one more condition, since perpendicular from the center bisect the chord AB, the length of AB is equal to 2 into length of AP because AP and PB are equal. So you can first find out the length AP, then find out the length AB. This question do yourself. Here is the next question. A quadrilateral ABCD is circumscribe a circle. Here is a circle is there. And circle touches the sides at P, Q, R and S. You have to prove AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Since we want to prove AB plus CD, take side AB. Here you can write AP and AS are equal. So start with AP is equal to AS. They are tangents from an external point. Similarly, next you take PB is equal to BQ. Next you start with the DR. DR is equal to DS and RC is equal to CQ. For all these steps you can write it as tangents from an external point are length of tangents from an external point are equal. Now take all these equations as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now add all these equations. You will get one side as AP plus PB plus DR plus RC is equal to AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ. Now regroup it to get as AP plus PB plus DR plus RC and AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ on the other side. Now AP plus PB you can take it as AB plus DR plus RC you can take it as DC. Do it. You will get AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Here is the next question. In figure, XY and X dash Y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O and another tangent AB with the point of contact C intersecting XY at A and X dash Y dash at B. You have to prove angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Let us prove it. Here XY and X dash Y dash are the two tangents with the circle with the center O. AC AB is another tangent intersecting the circle at C. That means C is the point of contact here. What you have to prove is angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. First, let us join OC. So we can write, let us join O to C. Now, consider triangle OPA and OCA. Can you prove these two triangles are congruent? It is very simple. What about OP and OC? Are they equal? Yes, they are radii of the circle. Now what about AP and AC? They are tangents from an external point. So that also we can write equal. Then what about OA? OA is common. So we can write in triangle OPA and OCA, OP is equal to OCA radii of the same circle. AP is equal to AC tangents from a point A and AO is equal to AO common side. So three sides of one triangle is equal to three sides of the other triangle. With which congruence condition it is? S. It is SSS. So we can write triangle OPA is congruent to triangle OCA by SSS congruence criterion. If two triangles are congruent, you can write its corresponding angles are equal. So here we can write, therefore angle POA is equal to ACOA because corresponding part of the congruent triangle. This one take it as equation 1. Now, what about triangle OQB and OCB? The same way you can prove these two triangles are also congruent because OC is equal to OQ radii, BQ is equal to BC tangents from point B, OB is equal to OB comma. Since the same step is following, we can write similarly triangle OQB is congruent to triangle OCB. Since two triangles are congruent, we can write corresponding angles are equal. So here you can write angle QOB is equal to angle COB. Angle QOB is equal to angle COB. Let this be taken as equation 2. Now look at PQ. What is PQ here? PQ is the diameter. So it is a straight line. Here on this PQ, four angles are there. Angle POA, angle AOC, angle COB and angle QOB. So if you add all this angle, you will get 180 degree. Straight angle is 180 degree. So we can write, since POQ is a diameter of the circle, it is a straight line. Therefore, angle POA plus angle COA plus angle COB plus angle QOB is equal to 180 degree. Now, instead of angle POA, you can write angle COA because from 1. Similarly, instead of angle QOB, you can write angle COB from equation 1. So what will you get? Angle COA plus angle COA, 2 angle COA. Similarly, angle COB plus angle COB, it is 2 angle COB. So we can write 2 angle COA plus 2 angle COB is equal to 180 degree. Now divide by 2 throughout the equation. What will you get? You get angle COA plus angle COB is equal to 180 by 2, it is 90 degree. So angle COA plus COB is equal to 90 degree. Now look at the figure. What is angle COA and COB? COA plus COB, it is equal to angle AOB. So we can write angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Here is the question number 10. Prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the point of contact at the center. Let us draw the figure first. Here AP and AB are the tangents from an external point and O is the center of the circle. What you have to prove? You have to prove the angle between two tangents and the angle subtended by the line segment joining the point of contact at the center. That is angle PAB and the angle BOP are supplementary. Supplementary means sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. That is, you have to prove angle PAB plus angle POB is equal to 180 degree. It is very simple. You know what is angle OPB? OPA? OPA is 90 degree, tangent and radius. This OBA also 90 degree. In a quadrilateral, sum of the four angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Here angle P plus angle B, you will get it 180 degree. Obviously angle PAB plus angle POB, that also equal to 180 degree. In this way you can prove it. Do yourself. The next question is, prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Let us look at the figure. Here ABCD is a parallelogram. Each side of the parallelogram touches the circle at P, Q, R and S respectively. You have to prove this parallelogram is a rhombus. You know the properties of a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. That means AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. Let us write it first. We can write, since ABCD is a parallelogram, AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. Now take the vertex A. From A, AP and AS are the tangents from an external point. Similarly from B, BP and BQ, from C, CQ and CR, and from D, DR and DS. So this we can write it as DR is equal to DS, tangents from point D. Then you take CR is equal to CQ. That means DCR is equal to DR plus RC. So that DR, if you start with the DR, next you start with the CR. Similarly, the opposite side, how can you take BP is equal to BQ and AP is equal to AS. These are all tangents from an external point. Adding all these equations, what will you get? We get DR plus CR plus BP plus AP, that is LHS, is equal to DS plus CQ plus BQ plus AS. Now take DR and CR together. Similarly AP and DS together. We get DR plus CR plus BP plus AP. Similarly, the other side, you take DS, here you can see DS and AS, you take it. Okay. Similarly, CQ and BQ can take them together. So we write DS plus AS plus CQ plus BQ. Now look at the figure. What is DR plus CR? DR plus CR, it is equal to DC. Similarly, BP plus AP, you will get it as AB. So you can write CD plus AB is equal to, similarly DS plus AS is equal to AD, CQ plus BQ is equal to BC. So AD plus BC. Now here look at the equation 1 and 2. Here instead of CD you can write AB because AB is equal to CD. Similarly, instead of AD you can write BC because BC is equal to AD. So this equation will become 2AB, that is AB plus AB, 2AB is equal to 2BC. Dividing throughout by 2 we get AB is equal to BC. Let it be equation 3. Now look at equation 1, 2 and 3. Here AB is equal to CD, BC is equal to AD and AB is equal to BC. That means AB is equal to BC is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. That means all sides are equal. AB is equal to BC means BC is equal to AD you can write. And AB is equal to BC means BC is equal to DC you can write. That means all the sides are equal. So we can write from 1, 2 and 3 we get AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. In a parallelogram all sides are equal. So that parallelogram will become a rhombus. So we can conclude hence ABCD is a rhombus. Here triangle ABC drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm. That is OD is equal to 4 cm. It divides BC, BD and DC into which BC is divided by a point of contact D or length 8 cm and 6 cm. Find the side AB and AC. If CD is equal to 6 cm, what is CE? CE also 6 cm because tangents from an external point. Similarly, BD is equal to 8. Then what is BF? BF also 8 cm. Let AE be X. If A is equal to X, then AF also will be X. Now, AC means X plus 6, AB means X plus 8 and BC means 6 plus 8 it is 14. If three sides are known, to find out area of a triangle by Heron's formula, that is square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, that you studied in class 9. So in that way, find out area of triangle ABC by Heron's formula. You will get an equation in X. Now join the vertices from center O. You will get 3 triangles. Now look at triangle OBC. OBC you can find out area by half into base into height. That is half into BC into OD. Half into 14 into 4. This is area of triangle OBC. Similarly, you can find out area of BOA by half into AB into OF, and you can find out area of AOC by half into AC into OE. Then add these 3 areas, you will get again an equation in X. But sum of these 3 areas and the areas found by using Heron's formula both are equal because both are area of triangle ABC. Now equate it and find out the values of X. After getting X, X plus 6 is AC and X plus D 8 is AB. Do find yourself. This is the last question. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtends supplementary angles at the center of the circle. Here ABCD is the quadrilateral. The circle touches the sides of the quadrilateral at P, Q, R and S. You have to prove angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 degree and angle BOC plus angle AOD is equal to 180 degree. First you prove angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 degrees. Same step you are following, so you can write similarly angle BOC plus angle AOD is equal to 180 degree. Now how will you prove angle AO? These two angles are supplementary or equal to sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. For that you have to join OP, OQ, OR and OS. Now number all these angles as 1, 2, 3 etc. Now you have to prove angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 5 plus angle 6 instead of AOB plus DOC. That is, you have to prove angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Now to prove that, let us take two triangles. Triangle APO and triangle ASO. You can prove these two triangles are congruent. OP is equal to OS, radii, OA is equal to OA common, AP is equal to AS, tangents from the point A. So by SSS congruency, these two triangles are congruent. If triangles are congruent, you can write angle 1 is equal to angle 8. Similarly, you can write triangle BPO and BQO are congruent. So you can write angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Then you can write similarly, you can write angle 4 is equal to angle 5 and angle 7 is equal to angle 6. Now what will you get if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8? It is 360 degree. But angle 1, instead of angle 8, you can write angle 1. Instead of 3, you can write 2. Instead of 4, you can write 5. Instead of 6, you can write 7. So you will get 2 angle 1 plus 2 angle 2 plus 2 angle 3 plus 2 angle 4, 2 angle 5, not 4, 2 angle 5 plus 2 angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. That means you will get, if you, sorry, is equal to 360 degree, total 360 degree. Now if you divide throughout by 2, you will get angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Now angle 1 plus angle 2, you can write angle AOB plus angle 5 plus angle 6, you can write angle COD. So angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, you can write angle BOC plus angle AOD also equal to 180 degree. So opposite sides of subscribing angle at the center, you can get supplementary. So all the questions over. This question do yourself. That is all for today's class. Have a nice day.